there is a progressive victory update for the record. Now, once again, as is the case with every single thing that I cover on this broadcast, when I talked about Bad Empanada's progressive victory coverage, I actually added a lot of clarification to his commentary, saying that it wasn't just about like Israel, or it wasn't just like a DGG slush fund or something. But of course, it seems like a lot of people didn't hear me say those things, because I met some of the progressive victory people. Some of them are Hasan Abiez. You met them at the DNC, right? But the reason why I shied away from working with them and did not want to work with them was specifically because they were working with Brianna Wu. And I thought, well, that means your head's not in it, right? They were working with like Destiny and a bunch of other people, and they were working with Brianna Wu, which made me feel like they were not a group that I wanted to be associated with, because I didn't feel like they were very serious, right? Because like, you just have bad instincts at best. Like, I'm not even saying like, oh, this is just some like super cynical, you're a super cynical organization, but you just have like genuinely bad instincts if those are the political operatives that you think are like worthwhile aligning with. And of course, none of that matters, because every single person that covered the progressive victory just uses an opportunity to try to once again implement this like fake deplatforming, stupid deplatforming initiative, claiming that I was actually doxing people. Looking at FEC filings, myself included, because I have looked at my own FEC filings as well on this broadcast, which is publicly available data that actually doesn't show the full identity or the full addresses of people, is not doxing. It's never been doxing. A big part of this broadcast is revolves around going on Open Secrets, which is the website that Bad Empanada was using. Okay. Ironically enough, these guys aren't even mad at Bad Empanada for making the video, but more so mad at me, which for not only responding to the video, but also adding additional information about this organization that I knew about. Now, of course, that probably allows you to understand that this is not really a sincere fear that people have about doxing or whatever, but instead it's just to use as an opportunity to farm some drama and clout. But the notion that like Destiny was not heavily involved with progressive victory is of course incorrect. He himself has admitted that he was like playing a formative role in progressive victory and all this stuff. So that was, again, like I said, aside from having Brianna Wu work with the organization, it made me believe that it wasn't super serious. Having said that, it was the FEC site directly, not Open Secrets, by the way. Okay, FEC site directly. Now, Progressive Victory has come out and released a statement. It was our PAX FEC filing that inadvertently doxed Dylan Burns and other creators we worked with last year. Creators who use our FEC filing as a source are not at fault. We are a digital third place with a volunteer electoral organization sprinkled on top. Our goal is to become infamous for being the Democrats' greatest threat in the primary, but their greatest ally in the general. Our leadership is Dr. Zamalas, Ben J Makes Movies, Jen Werfelerson, and many more volunteers. Progressive Voice hired Brianna Wu in a contract position in 2023 when we were new in the space and trying to make contact with more creators. We cut ties Brianna December 2023, and for good reason. So that actually gives me a little bit more confidence. Okay, because, you know, I didn't know that they had done that. But the very fact that they worked with her initially was the reason why I literally was like, I'm not touching this shit. Okay, even when they had like good opportunities. And that's why I said, like, it's more than just like being, it's not like being pro-Israel at all, or it's not just about that at all, or it's not just like a slush fund for DGG and Destiny's Orbiters, but it did turn into that at a certain point, clearly. As for Destiny, last year our media program consisted of trying to unite the audience of as many political creators as possible in order to get them to cross over onto each other's content and advertise PV's organizing program. What we quickly discovered is that most creators have very little desire to do either. With that, we scuttled our media program after the election and have not continued to mix liberal creators with our leftist values. This year, with stronger community leadership, we have doubled down on the things we are best at, building our community and helping elect candidates that they choose to support. Progressive Victory has issued a statement clarifying his role as a digital third place for political discussion organization, basically just Democrats for Gamers, where a further distancing self from Destiny's orbit, DG slurpers are melting down on the replies. What is this? Doxing isn't just releasing the information, it's releasing it with malicious intent to harass or threaten. You can't absolve them of what they did, and it's gross to try. Wait, where's there evidence of malicious intent to harass or threaten? There isn't any that you would understand. What is this? I don't even know what this follow-up is. In any case, Wu was booted from Progressive Victory in January 2024. She's bizarrely still listed as a primary contact for Rebellion Pack. This is what's funny is like Rebellion Pack is Jank's pack. And I literally told Jank this as well. I was like, dude, you're doing, this is crazy, you know? But the reason why I'm, the reason why I covered the Bad Empanada piece was because it's complementary to the Wired piece that was revealed, the Wired piece that was released by Taylor Lorenz, that summarized the points about Progressive Victory in my coverage of the Wired piece about Chorus, talking about a multitude of different liberal and somewhat more progressive Democrat Party PACs and Democratic Party like activations that exist out there, ones that I have chosen not to work with or chosen to work with in the past. So that's the reason why I covered it. And in the process of covering that, I did not actually engage in any sort of doxing. That's an utterly ridiculous accusation to launch. One that one that's not even worthy of dignifying nor even attempting to defend, because it's such a insane statement to make that I think falls on its own without even a little bit of scrutiny applied in that direction. Having said that, though, what a lot of these content creators were doing when they were trying to manufacture drama was to say that I was doing that because the video itself featured FEC filings, which is not only publicly available information, but it has people's first names, last names, and also their zip code. That's it. So it's basically like saying, "Oh, Hasan, you doxed yourself when you said you're Hasan Piker from West Hollywood, California, Los Angeles." That's not, I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah. FEC filings are obviously public for a good reason. It's public so you know who's funding what. Like, that's it. I don't know. Speaking legalese to say you're going to jail. I love this man, dude. How the do people... Twitch openly allowing what appears to be prima facie criminal electronic harassment and cyberstalking, California Penal Code. What I don't understand. Golden Boy is untouchable. Edit. He thinks it's untouchable. It's his Icarus moment. I don't understand why people just like will believe a fake lawyer just because they oh my God. Oh, people are so stupid. We're getting dumber. We're getting dumber by the second, chat. I don't know how to fix this. Okay. This is just idiotic. These guys just keep upping the ante, being like, no, Hasan is going to prison. He is going to be shot by a military death squad anytime, any moment now. Any moment now. It's over. There's going to be a drone strike on his home. And it's like, and it doesn't happen. And then people just double down and go, oh, it must be because he actually controls the levers of power, I guess. He must have like some kind of control over which is like, no, dude, it's not. It's because you just made this shit up on your mind. If you actually looked at this with a shred of scrutiny, you would realize that this is a completely made up thing. It's not serious, not real. I don't understand why people voluntarily delude themselves to such a degree that they just give themselves schizophrenia. I don't understand. I genuinely will never understand this. Yeah. Also, this is the type of shit these supposedly liberals are consuming. The content that this is made. Myth of St. Floyd debunked. Walt Disney World corruption exposed. DEI abolished. LawTube called misogynist again, featuring Nate the lawyer. And it's like the only views that he's ever gotten is from dumb people who fancy themselves to be liberals, who just want someone, yet another person to just say like, Hasan sucks, he's bad, he's dangerous, he's going to prison. Keep reading the Progressive Voice tweets. They nuke Brianna. Yeah, I saw that. Built by the Internet for America, Progressive Victory is a new kind of political institution seamlessly marrying the electoral impact and volunteer power of traditional progressive organizations with the culture and community of digital third spaces. Dedicated to pushing the Democratic Party to the left, we partner with left-aligned content creators to achieve their disaffected, terminally online audiences, converting them into lifelong on-the-ground organizers, providing the necessary structure and resource to empower viewers and the volunteers. Our innovative community-first model utilizes familiar online space to introduce and demystify the world of political organizing. Progressive Victory embraces queer and neurodivergent, new to activism volunteers of all backgrounds, ethnicities, abilities. Over the long term, we aim to mainstream the online progressive power bloc burgeoning within the Democratic Party and prove that it is and us are too big to ignore. As you can see, our core organizing strategy is committed to replacing centrist Dems with real progressives. Does that sound like either Brianna Wu or Destiny? One final note: scrutinize us, criticize us, love us, hate us, call us out if you want. But our community is not Zionist. We back Mamdani. We'll back many more like him. You'll just have to let our future actions speak for themselves. I think the reason why people, myself included, assumed that there was a Zionist association with the organization, even though I knew that they were working with obviously people who were anti-Israel as well. You know, they weren't just only working with pro-Israel people. Was because of the Brianna Wu and Destiny Association. It's very understandable when an organization chooses to build on their foundations by working with these kinds of groups, especially in their development phase. They are actively working with a guy who is at that point very famous for being a pro-Israel content creator, is pro-genocide by his own admission. It's understandable, but at least it's good that it's healthy and good that they recognize that it was a mistake, you know?